Welcome back to Let's Tech Cars. Today we're going to be addressing if the E46 330 Ci is really the poor man's M3. The E46 M3 is one of those cars. Everybody loves it, everybody wants to own one, but how many people can afford it? That's why we've got this. The 330 Ci. It's cheaper to run, cheaper to modify, and loads of other things, which is great. And you really nearly get the same amount of performance as well, give and take. So why wouldn't you buy a 330 Ci instead of an M3? Well, the M3 obviously has got the M3 badge, comes with a limited slip differential, so you can get the back end out, so you can take it on race day. The fenders are bigger, and loads of other things as well. I don't really want to go into detail about it because it's not really a video, 330 Ci versus M3 video, but I just want to tell you the differences. So with the M3, obviously you get the M3 chairs, I hold you around the corners, much better when you get swung around the corners. The rev meter revs up to 8,000 K instead of a midi 6.5. The M3 also came with the bigger fenders, bigger arches, things like that. And obviously it came with the signature quad exhaust instead of the two exhausts. The M3 came with a 3.2 litre straight 6 producing 338 bhp depending where you are. That is UK figures. If you live in the US of A, US of A, I sound like Borat. If you live in the USA, the figures were different due to emissions and things like that. And also, the M3's block was made out of a different metal as well. I think it was iron. Both the E46 M3 and the 330 Ci came with a naturally aspirated engine, and I love it, I totally love it. This one came with 231 bhp instead of 338 in the M3. And I love it because you have to be in the right gear, you have to know how to double clutch, and obviously rev match and things like that. And it's absolutely beautiful. And to be honest, with the price difference of about £6,000 or £7,000 price difference, I don't think you can really justify the amount of fun and things like that you get out of the M3. Now why are people buying 330 Ci's instead of E46 M3s? It's simple. It's because for a lot less you can get nearly the same amount of power. Think about it, when are you really going to need 338 bhp on the UK roads? Also, you've got to take into consideration that the M3 was a lot more heavier and other things like that. A lot of E46 M3 owners have admitted that the noise of the exhaust wasn't appealing at all. It sounds really raspy, whereas my 330 Ci sounds more deep, sounds more better, I think. And remember guys, this is still a straight 6 engine, it's still a 3 litre engine, it still produces good power, and if you put a good set of tyres on here, and if you did want to buy a quave differential for about £700–800, you nearly at an M3 stage, so why would you bother? I think it's more of having the M3 badge and telling people you got an M3, which is just going to win arguments. Prices for E46 M3 start about £8–9,000, and that's for the one you want. That's for the coupe manual. SMG convertibles are everywhere, nobody wants them for obvious reasons that I will go into in a future video. The E46 330 Ci you want is the coupe manual, what you can get for about £2–3,000. So just look at the price difference. So that's nearly a £5,000 difference in the E46 330 Ci and the E46 M3. Like I said earlier, I think it's because people just want to say they've got an M3. But I think you can make do with the 330 Ci. Like, we're in a car park right now, and if I was to leave this here and another car was beside it, I wouldn't be safe. I'd be thinking while I'm shopping, geez, is someone going to hit my car? With the 330 Ci, I can just leave it, knowing it's still my baby. I love the E46 M3, I really do. But I think with the 330 Ci, you can have your cake and you can eat it at the same time. My verdict is I'd get the 330 Ci, mainly because I like customizing cars. If I got the E46 M3, I wouldn't want to customize it, I'd want to leave it stock, worry about the mileage and things like that, and then I'd want to sell it. Because these cars do gain big money in the future, but I think with the E46 M3 I'd just be too worried about things. With this, it's an M Sport, it's a nice car, it's a fast car at the same time, but I can still modify it, I can still be me. That's all we've got time for today guys. Remember to subscribe, like, comment and share. Let's Tech Cars.